In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 21st, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. NC State versus Texas Tech. On Thursday, the 11th-seeded North Carolina State Wolfpack is set to clash with the 6th-seeded Texas Tech Red Raiders in the inaugural round of the 2024 NCAA tournament, set to commence at PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh. NC State, boasting a season record of 22 wins and 14 losses straight up, alongside a 17-18-1 against the spread tally and a 21-14-1 over-under record, secured their ticket to the tournament by triumphing over North Carolina with a score of 84-76 in the Atlantic Coast Conference Championship. Throughout the regular season, the Wolfpack navigated through conference battles to achieve a 9-11 standing. In the opposing corner, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, tallying 23 victories against 10 defeats in the season straight up, with an against-the-spread record of 15-17-1 and an over-under record of 19-14, faced a setback with an 82-59 loss against Houston in the Big 12 tournament semifinals. Concluding the conference's regular season, Texas Tech clinched the 4th spot with an 11-7 standing. Analyzing the matchup, it becomes evident that the absence of the 7-feet Washington potentially alters the spread dynamic significantly for the Red Raiders. Washington's imposing presence in the paint is sorely missed, especially when confronting NC State's DJ Burns, standing at 6 feet 9 inches and weighing 275 pounds. Nevertheless, even in the absence of their towering center, Texas Tech remains well equipped to terminate the Wolfpack's fairy tale postseason journey, exploiting NC State's defensive vulnerabilities, particularly evident in their 280th rank in opponent three-point percentage. The Red Raiders are poised to capitalize from beyond the arc. Additionally, Texas Tech's deliberate pace will compel the Wolfpack to exhibit prudence in their shot selection during half-court plays to remain competitive. Unfortunately for NC State, proficiency in this aspect hasn't been their forte, as indicated by their 197th rank in field goal percentage. While NC State's recent triumph in the Atlantic Coast Conference tournament might inspire confidence, it's improbable for them to progress further. Texas Tech emerges as a well-rounded squad, boasting top 50 rankings in offensive and defensive efficiency. Furthermore, their proficiency in limiting three-point attempts, accuracy in free throws, and commendable ball handling skills position them favorably to cover the spread on Thursday, particularly against a fatigued Wolfpack squad that has endured rigorous minutes over the past 10 days. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. With the Red Raiders' formidable perimeter defense and deliberate pace imposing pressure on NC State to maximize their possessions, the Wolfpack's offensive efficiency becomes crucial. Despite their careful ball management, NC State struggles in two-point shooting, coupled with limited opportunities from beyond the arc, suggest challenges lie ahead. Anticipating Texas Tech's adeptness in controlling the tempo and momentum, the Wolfpack's confidence is likely to be dampened. Drawing insights from NC State's opponents in the Atlantic Coast Conference tournament, the Red Raiders are expected to adjust their strategies accordingly, further tilting the scales in their favor. Considering these factors, our prediction favors the Texas Tech Red Raiders to emerge victorious and cover the spread as favorites in the full game side pick. Furthermore, we anticipate the game to fall short of the projected total, making under the projected total our full game total pick. Samford versus Kansas. The NCAA tournament's first-round matchups are now set, featuring an intriguing clash between the formidable 29-5 Samford Bulldogs representing the Southern Conference and the 22-9 Kansas Jayhawks hailing from the Big 12. This encounter marks the inaugural meeting between these two schools, promising a compelling showdown. Samford's impressive performance throughout the season earned them a 13 seed, clinching the Southern's regular season title with a commendable 15-3 record and securing the conference tournament victory with a notable 76-69 win over East Tennessee State, despite being 8-point favorites. On the other hand, Kansas secured an at-large bid despite a 10-8 record in the Big 12 and a setback against Cincinnati in their sole conference tournament game. Noteworthy is Kansas's 7-9 Quad 1 record and an unblemished 7-0 in Quad 2, including notable victories over Tennessee, Kentucky, and UConn in the non-conference schedule. This Midwest bracket showdown is scheduled to take place at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Samford emerges as a formidable opponent with a distinct style of play that could pose challenges for Kansas. As champions of the Southern Conference, the Bulldogs exhibit a relentless, high-paced approach to the game, often relying on their proficiency in long-range shooting, epitomizing the modern era of basketball. Conversely, Kansas enters the matchup with uncertainties surrounding player health. Coach Bill Self's strategic move to prioritize player recovery was evident in the recent Big 12 tournament, indicating the team's commitment to peak condition. While Hunter Dickinson's return from a shoulder injury seems promising, the status of key player Kevin McCullough remains uncertain. McCullough's absence could significantly impact Kansas's performance, particularly given their limited depth. Despite Self's confidence in managing rotations, the rapid tempo of Samford's offense could present challenges, compounded by the venue's elevation in Salt Lake City. Even with a full roster, Samford is poised to keep the game competitive. The matchup favors Samford due to their strategic strengths aligning with Kansas's vulnerabilities. With a penchant for perimeter shooting, the Bulldogs stand to exploit Kansas's subpar defense against the three-point line. Additionally, Samford's aggressive full-court style exerts considerable defensive pressure, potentially disrupting Kansas's offensive rhythm. While Samford's rebounding prowess is commendable, their lack of size could be a disadvantage against Kansas's formidable front court led by Dickinson. However, Samford's susceptibility to conceding three-pointers poses a significant challenge. Yet, Kansas's offensive strategy, which minimizes reliance on three-pointers, might not fully exploit this weakness. Samford's strategy hinges on the adage 3 is greater than 2, aiming to keep the game within reach by capitalizing on efficient three-point shooting. A proficient display from beyond the arc could propel Samford to a competitive performance, possibly causing an upset against the Jayhawks. Kansas's limited roster depth, exacerbated by McCullough's potential absence, underscores their vulnerability against Samford's offensive firepower. The Bulldogs' adeptness at scoring points suggests they will capitalize on Kansas's defensive deficiencies, likely dictating the tempo of the game. Consequently, the Samford Bulldogs to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Anticipating an intense pace, the game is poised to yield numerous scoring opportunities, potentially surpassing the total points threshold. However, considering the dynamics of first-round matchups, characterized by unfamiliar venues and elevated playing conditions, a cautious approach favors the under for the total points. Both teams face the challenge of adjusting to the unique environment, potentially tempering scoring outputs. Moreover, Samford's limited offensive rebounding capabilities could impede second-chance scoring opportunities, further supporting a lower-scoring affair. Kansas's offensive strategy, focusing on high-percentage shots rather than long-range attempts, is also conducive to a lower-scoring affair. While Samford's early three-point barrage might alter Kansas's defensive approach, the likelihood of a high-scoring game remains tempered by the Jayhawks' defensive resilience. Consequently, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Drake versus Washington State. In the upcoming first round of the NCAA tournament, the 10th seed Drake Bulldogs are slated to face off against the 7th seed Washington State Cougars. Drake's journey to this stage has been marked by triumph, having recently vanquished the top seed in the Missouri Valley Conference, Indiana State, to secure their ticket to the NCAA tournament for the third time within the last 4 seasons. Conversely, Washington State's path to the tournament involved securing a commendable second-place finish in the Pac-12, boasting a commendable 14-6 record. Although their momentum was slightly hindered by a loss to Colorado in the Pac-12 tournament semifinals, this marks the Cougars' return to the NCAA tournament after an absence since 2007 to 2008. The Drake Bulldogs present themselves as formidable contenders not only for victory in this forthcoming match, but potentially for a profound expedition through the tournament. At the heart of their prowess lies Tucker DeVries, a standout player whose brilliance may elude the radar of casual college basketball enthusiasts. As history often attests, the tournament often witnesses the ascension of singular talents, and DeVries embodies such potential. On the opposing end, Washington State arrives with a pedigree forged through repeated demonstrations of strength within the Pac-12. Their victories over seeded Arizona stand as testament to their mettle, exhibiting a balanced approach characterized by proficient shooting and stout defensive displays. The Cougars emerge as a force to be reckoned with. Given these factors, particularly under reasonable odds, the inclination leans towards siding with Washington State. So the Washington State Cougars to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Anticipated departure from Drake's customary scoring prowess, with Washington State's robust defensive scheme poised to stifle their offensive output. While the Bulldogs' tempo hovers between neither particularly brisk nor sluggish, a sluggish start may be on the horizon for them in this clash. In contrast, Washington State's offensive consistency has been somewhat variable, a factor compounded by their lackluster three-point shooting. Additionally, their deliberate pace ranks them low in adjusted tempo at 314th in the nation. Considering these dynamics, the prospects of this encounter failing to breach the projected total appear favorable, making under the projected total our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.